Sorry guys, we're back. And to
Except
go
for
grab some pain relievers.
oh.
Fighting this Thursday. Oh man, I've been missing chat. Someone was telling Thurman to kill Sir Amek. Don't let him shame you, young warrior.
Kill him.
Reading a book about. Oh yeah, I mean, Arthur's father, Ulthar, was a brutal man. Like he was absolute thug that united Britain simply to destroy the Saxons, and it worked. Ah, okay. Got most everybody back. And this crown is ridiculous. I gotta tell you, YouTubers will know this is coming because they gotta see it, but taking that break there is gonna chop the video sizes up in weird quadrants. 30-minute videos tonight, I think. Oh well. I'm jealous of Nosh gets that fresh beauty. Good. Chicken tiki marsala. That's my jam right there. Throwing some sriracha to make that shit hot.
Yeah.
So I was looking at spears.
Yep.
And they're like 1 denarii, like 1D each.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna buy like 4.
Okay.
Just to have as a backup.
Any money that you spend on those, you get towards glory, but it has
What?
to be in Libras, so denarii is not that much.
Yeah, but I mean,
and just remember, you can use spears as lances.
That's I mean,
Yep.
they break a lot, so.
Yes, they do. In
Now I
fact,
have
did Robert
7.
ever get any new lances, or is he completely out of lance spears?
He is completely out. He needs to go shopping, actually. Hang on. And my
Okay.
cat has stolen my chair. You want to
Yeah.
look at this?
You know what?
She
I'll
always
buy
does this.
you
Oh,
spears
there she
as
goes.
well.
Oh, where's she gone? Oh, she's run off.
Half sword, half spear. There's a couple weapons like that. Glaive, goosarm, glaive, goosarm, halberd, long spear, short spear.
There's a little
Bardiche.
Pendragon.
There isn't Pathfinder, though. They had to have 7 different spear types on top of the 3.5 weaponry so that they could have 7 rune lords.
Oh.
Alright, so we have everyone back officially.
Product placement.
Product placement. Tonight's episode is sponsored by cats. Cats.
And
They
cooking.
destroy your fucking life. The Spring Feast is one of the 3 regular crown wearings of the year, and everyone comes to court to participate. Sarum Castle is mightily crowded with King Uther and his retinue present. Nonetheless, everyone is invited to the annual event. It lasts for a week. At various times, gifts are given. All goes well, with servants getting first gifts from the Earl and then the knights. The Earl then gives his household officers presents, and then his own family members get their gifts. The king does the same for his household, knights, and officers. Finally, gives his son Madoc a new set of armor and a generous grant of several manors of land along the Thames, including the holding of Windsor Castle, stronghold of nobility. This is a huge gift, but not unusual for royalty, who have many expenses. Among the earls, Roderick gives Uther a beautiful cloak trimmed with the fur of white bears imported from Norway. The dukes all have gifts better to give. Finally, Prince Madoc calls upon his men, and 10 retainers come forth, carrying a special stretcher-like frame to bear a large treasure. They set it in a semicircle, and on the prince's signal, open all of them at once. All contain booty from the recent war. A chest of silver coin, another of gold, one of goblets and plates, another of jewelry, one of silver and gold, one of red and purple jewels, another of silk and samite, another of gold cloth and silver thread. Prince Madoc unrolls a cloth as if it was a carpet. Everyone sees it as a battle standard, taken from a dead Saxon chief. The crowd gasps as the king descends, walking up to admire it and the goods. King Uther then takes the various things and fondly hands them over to his lords, pressing goblets, jewelries, and silk upon one, a massive gold necklace and a book upon another, and so on, seeming to know the right gift for each man. Then a handful of silver to each of his knights, and a fistful for every visiting knight. For each Salisbury knight present, you each receive 1 pound silver denaries. After a long while, the gift-giving seems to be over, and the great hall is cleared to be set up for the feast. Suddenly, at the back of the room, the people are all abuzz as the herald rushes in and makes a great shout. Presenting the great wizard Merlin, guardian of Britain, he says just in time as the impatient mage walks into the room. His staff tapping against the floor seems loud in a room already filled with hushed whispers. He looks neither right nor left, but strides to the front. The King Uther sits on the Earl's throne. Welcome, Merlin, to these halls, the king said. You are always welcome in my court. Merlin thanks the king and speaks in a loud, clear voice. Gold and silver, clothing from far distant lands, surely gifts are worthy of a king, yet you, Uther, deserve more, for surely none in the world has ever sat as high as you, not even the emperors of Rome. Uther is clearly flattered. Yet even you lack one thing. The king frowns, and the room murmurs. Such a great man deserves nothing but the best, and he who would bring peace to the whole of our great land deserves all that would help him to obtain it. And so I, your humble servant, am pleased to obtain it for you, and to offer you from my weak hands this. And he pulls from beneath his cloak a gleaming sword made of crystal, whose own internal light causes everyone to gasp in delight and wonder. All of you recognize it as the sword Excalibur. Even the king is surprised and stands up. Merlin takes the sword by its point, his hands covered by his robe so as to not tarnish the blade, and extends the pommel to the king. For the High King, he says in a loud, triumphant statement, Excalibur, the sword of victory! Everyone in the room gasps aloud, and when the king takes the sword, they break into applause and cheer. It is clear that the king is highly pleased. Surely now, none can stand before me. All you need is to remain just, my king.
Oh, that's the pretty hand sword.
Hmm.
King Uther holds the gleaming sword and stares at it in wonder. Now I'm prepared to visit some friends of mine. Ulfius, sitting at a nearby table, chuckles. Uther names the nobles who will accompany him to visit the Duke Lindsay. Among them is the Earl of Salisbury. This is cause to celebrate. Bring forth the tables and set a place at my right hand for Merlin, whose wisdom and truth guides our good land. Thank you, my lord. Merlin turns to Earl Roderick and addresses him in front of all assembled and says, Watch these men well and give them rein to help Britain. And he gestures in the direction of Sermon, Robert, Aurelius, and Rook. Everyone in the
Robert's all like puffed
area
up.
immediately swivels their head towards the four of you as the feast begins. 8 hours later, after you have been mobbed with dozens of requests for the stories of Mere Creed Manor, the Earl approaches you with permission of the Lord Merlin and calls you forth to give an accounting of your treasure, of your adventure with Merlin. Everyone listens with rapt attention, many knights with jealousy, many women with gleaming eyes, heaving bosoms, and desirous glances, even towards those of you unmarried, which I guess is no one, since I think you're all married.
No.
No.
No? No? Oh, Aurelius, you're getting a lot of attention tonight. The other three, not so much. Wait, Rook, were you married?
Yeah.
Yeah,
To a cook.
okay. All of you gain 50 glory.
All right.
At the end of the night, the Earl pulls you aside and says, My knights, Apparently I've forgotten what my own voice sounds like. Forgot the gravel. As you know, I am to assign duties for my knights, but King Uther, on the advice of Merlin, has asked that you be given a choice in all of your adventures from here out. This is extraordinary, and I am compelled to agree with him. If you wish, you may travel with my retinue and the king's as we go to the Lindsay embassy, or if it is glory and battle you seek, you may travel with Prince Madoc as he begins the summer raids to prevent the Saxons from crossing. Allow me to know in the morning what your decision is. I will be expecting you at first light, Sermon. And he departs the feast hall.
Oh.
So I think 4 of us can decide. The
So
choice
what
is
do we
between...
know about Lindsay, where he's going?
Duke Lindsay, perhaps you might have something in your notes about the recent events in Lindsay.
Was that when the battle was lost?
Was it?
The other one?
No, it's not. That was Colchester.
Ah,
Duke Lucius
Colchester,
in Colchester was killed.
Is Lindsay where... No, that was not... That's the Duke of the one that didn't show up.
Cornwall and
Cornwall. Yeah, no, that's different as well.
Burlell.
Cornwall.
Duke Lindsay is, however, make a recognize roll or an intrigue. I'll allow either one
All right.
to see what you might know about the Duke.
Intrigue.
What you would immediately know is the Duke of Lindsay is one of the members of the Supreme Collegium, who are the 33 men needed to declare a High King. So I'm looking at some fails here. Lots of fails. And Sir Robert, you know a bit about Duke Lindsay. He is a member of the Supreme Collegium. He has been recalcitrant, and the rumor is that he may be siding with Duke Borleau against Uther.
Oh.
He has refused any summons of Uther lately, always showing up after the battle is finished.
Okay. Wow.
He is dependent upon the king for defense against the Saxons, however. So the king goes to him now.
What do you think, man? Should we raid with the prince? That would be a grand adventure, though.
So Sermon, I don't mind. I don't mind the Saxons that much, to be honest. I don't hate them like my brother did, but so I wouldn't mind going to the not Saxons.
Lindsay, that would be
though,
more
that
political,
Lindsay
though.
is
But say the other two of you.
I think Lindsay was a important endeavor that might be useful for us to be present at.
And you, Robert?
I care not to decide. It would be fun to go raiding with Prince Madoc. But perhaps for the... no. Raiding with Madoc. That is what I wish to
You
do.
gave your word to Madoc, did you not?
Yes.
Yes, to Madoc
I
it
have that
is.
written down, just in
Yep.
case you think I might forget.
Oh,
Yeah. Raiding
Okay.
with Prince Madoc. That is where the glory will lie. To kill
Well,
Saxons.
if you have given your word, brother, I will assist you in it.
oh,
What
we should buy
say
more
some-
spears.
We shall go
Yeah.
to fight the Saxons with Madoc.
Okay. You eschew time with Noble House to set out on naval raid?
Could we go shopping? I want to buy an extra
Of
sword in
course.
case I drop one
You
in the
have
sea.
to
or
set
something.
off from around London anyway, so...
Ah, perfect. Yeah.
Unfortunately, prices are up 50%.
What?
Everyone is buying in London. Everyone is arming for the spring raids.
Can't I buy over here?
No? All purchases are made at London. It's the only major city on the entire continent.
Oh, I
Island,
thought.
sorry,
Okay.
island. The entirety of the nobility of England is currently
Travels
in
there,
Castle Sarum. I'm pretty sure they're out of everything
Yeah.
there, including food.
No.
All right. So I'm gonna buy some spears, I guess, and an extra. Well, I'm gonna buy an extra sword right now. Then I want to be cheap.
Let's see, where in there is the price list?
It
So,
is at
Sermon,
page 186.
just to cut in here real quick, Earl Roderick gives you his blessing. He seems a little disappointed, but tells you to go with God and smite the Saxon heathens.
Yeah.
Your squires and your horses are going to be left behind for this adventure.
Oh, really?
There is no place for them on the boats.
Oh. Interesting.
Wow, I'm sorry, chat. I've missed so much of what you said because my PDFs are over. But you guys are definitely got stuff going on. Don't you know who I am?
How many
I'm
denarii?
friggin' Sermon. And then the guy's like, I don't care if you're the king of Colchester.
How many denarii in a pound? In a libra or whatever?
Wow. It's gonna be a lot, right? I think it's 3.
240? Okay.
Let me double check.
So I've got 17 pounds, right?
240 denarii in a pound. Boom! Damn, I'm so down with it.
Alright. Oh, so a sword is pretty cheap. 75 denarii. Spears are 1 denarii. Ha.
So if you want to get a good sword, like a spatha or one of the blessed swords, they're like a pound or more. But yeah.
Oh, I can get a blessed sword?
Sure. Like one of the ones you could get during character creation.
Oh, I definitely want to buy one.
Where does it list those, and what's
They're
the...
in the character creation.
Okay.
Do you mean the blessed lance you can get as a family heirloom?
Yeah, so the family heirlooms, basically. Certainly at this time, you could pick up an ancient bronze sword worth 2 pounds that give you a +1 modifier to skill sword when used. It breaks in combat as if it was not a sword.
Wait,
Yeah, I'll get one of those.
breaks in combat as if it's not a sword,
So if you roll a 20, it breaks.
No, if you...
If
No,
your
if
skill
you...
is less than 20.
Is that it? I thought it was if you level the same. Like if you both get 16s, that's when like
Yes,
one of the weapons
it's also
breaks.
if you critically fumble.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, I'll buy one of those. 2 pounds.
2 pounds. So you get like a spatha, a gladius sword, an ancient Roman sword made of bronze, and the merchant. Oh well, remember it's 50% bonus, right? So it's actually 3 pounds.
Oh shit.
He is like,
That's
yes,
expensive.
my friend, it is me. I am Italian or Latin or something. I bring treasures of the great empire. And he brings out this sword wrapped in silk, and it's like, my friend Sir Knight of the Isle of Britain. Look at the craftsmanship. This sword is over 300 years old. It bears the name Poet Killer. You wouldn't happen to know any poets, would you?
No, but I want to know some dead Saxons.
Of course. This sword has drunk the blood of at least 40 Saxons. You can tell because the last man to own it marked the bottom of the blade. And he begins like unscrewing the full tang of the blade, and there's a ton of marks down there. There's like 150 marks. He's like, yes, this is a lucky blade. It has never broken, despite hundreds of battles.
All right. So I think yeah, I'll buy the sword and a couple of spears. This is like awesome.
Okay, all right.
The sword is awesome. So he's totally into the sword. He wants to kill a lot of Saxons with it.
Oh, man,
Yep,
this
he'll
discount
kill one
sword
Saxon
salesman.
and it'll break.
I'll tell you what. Hey, this guy's not going to be Ahmed, the discount sword salesman, but that does sound like a recurring character I'd like to have.
Yeah.
He'll be like a little, not like a
He's the weaponsmith of London.
He'll be like, hello, my friends. It is me, Ahmed, the discount sword salesman. I have many fine wonders of the East with me. I have a
How far
non-regional accent dialect. I'm somewhere from the East, huh? I'm probably Islamic, even though the Prophet hasn't been born yet. It's the Arthurian legends.
Okay. And are we 1.5 denarii per lance? But sorry, spear lance.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just by
So-
increments of 2.
I'll buy 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, no. I
Alright.
mean, we're going. I'll buy 2 and I'll leave them with the squire because honestly, what are we gonna do with them? I don't have horses this time, right?
I'm not bringing them all, but I bought 10. Probably bringing 4.
You got a free cloak to wrap them up in out of that deal. The merchant was very. You talked to Ahmed's brother, Akhlak, the discount
3
spear
denarian.
salesman,
Yeah.
guaranteed to break 50% of the time. Hipster Islam. Yeah, everyone in this game that's Islamic or Saracen is hipster Islam. They were Islamic before it was cool.
Or it even existed.
So I'll buy a sword and I'll buy 25 spears and I'll just leave them.
Holy
shit.
Shit.
It's gonna keep. I'm just not gonna buy any for most of the rest of the game.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. That's
Okay, I'll buy 10. Fine, let's just finish it off. Yeah.
okay.
Like, yeah.
Let me
15
put an X in
denarii
the
and
chat
10
when you're
javelins.
done buying.
Yeah. 15 denarii, 10 javelins. Let's see.
So I think you guys can see on the 487 map there are multiple sea battles in your future. Throwing that in. Chat's not gonna.
Oh crap! I realized I can't swim for shit.
I'm sure you'll be perfectly fine. I see 2 X's.
Yeah, I'm down as well. Sorry.
Who are we missing? Okay. You are ordered to report to Hantone at the mouth of the River Test. A mere 100 or so knights show up. The admiral is looks like a 18th century sea pirate. His name is Gwen Winwin, son of Naf. He's a proud man with one eye that's kind of slightly larger than the other and looks you over and says, I guess these sea dogs will do.
I can't swim.
He says, that's fine. Don't worry. My boys will pull you out of the water. Probably. I'm trying to do like an eye-popping thing, but my camera's reversed, so it's hard to remember which eye.
Arthur's being very, what is it, Skulls and Shackles now.
This is nothing like Skulls and Shackles, my friend. I'll tell you about Skulls and Shackles, my friend. Avast, you traitorous dog. You got nothing on me.
Whoa!
Arr! I'm Captain Takdaro.
Oh, Prince Maddox knows how to pick him.
Okay. So, Gwyn Winwin, son of Naf, is a proud man who watches over the assembled knights with a critical eye and has no further comment. Prince Maddox, son of Uther, stands behind the admiral. The prince addresses the company, explaining that they are going to raid for pure military reasons, not to invade, not to seek plunder or glory, nor for love of battle. They are to seek out the ships along the coasts, and where they find them, to land and burn. The job of the knights is to protect those sailors who go ashore to get the ships set afire. All dead and wounded are to be retrieved and brought back for a Christian burial. Ships are not large, having both oars and sails, and are without significant superstructure. They hug the coast as they sail and put into land each night. The fleet must travel together at all times for any hope to maintain superiority of numbers.
Robert nods.
Each landing is going to be treated as if it was a single battle round with a random number of combat rounds.
By the way, I don't have control of Rook on the...
Okay. Among your knights, you may choose one of you to act as battle commander.
Who's
They will
got the
be
highest
making
battle?
the tactics roll for you.
Oh.
Everyone got 15 battle?
I have 15 battle.
Oh. There we go.
What about everyone else?
So Aurelius.
I've got
Aurelius will be a battle
twos.
commander. Oh, do you? Okay, then you guys
Yeah.
can pick between
Well,
yourselves.
clearly Servant is his More
Yes.
glorious.
Alright. Can I use Loyalty Lord for this?
Oh, we're not starting the battle round yet.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
just so we decide who the leader is.
But okay.
Okay, you set up for the first battle. The enemy is Saxons. The knights land near Pevensey. You surprise the foe completely and are confronted with one Saxon for the 4 of you.
Charging on swords.
So, let me see who your opponent is. Your opponent is a Koral. He is not worthy of capture.
All right.
All of you are charging him with sword.
Yes.
Mhm.
Regular sword.
Yeah.
Let me check the battle system then and determine the enemy. The enemy is Saxon. Your unit commander is your commander is Prince Maddock, who makes no roll as this is not a pitch battle. Your unit commander is
It's a summoned.
and
Oh
you
boy.
outnumber the
Awesome.
foes
Sir.
at least 2 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
You gain a +5 modifier on your battle roll.
Nice.
Ah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, sorry, no, that's only for the commander.
Oh.
Battalion commander. You cannot make a first charge because none of you are mounted.
Yeah, well, I meant figuratively charge.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right.
Ouch.
Looking this over, I don't say they want you to set somebody battle command. Make the initial tactic. Okay, I guess they do want an initial tactics roll. So roll 3d6. Determined. A 10. Your unit could go either way at the start of this battle. You are doing a foot versus a foot. Make your tactics roll.
Alright. Can I use my Loyalty Lord to power?
I'm going to say no, because you guys specifically traveled away from your lord to do this.
Yeah. You could probably use hate Saxons.
Yeah,
I have a 9.
I don't hate them either. I have a 7.
I have a 16, I think, in hate Saxons.
Would honor work?
You're attacking a huge number of knights versus a very small number of Saxons.
Yeah. Doesn't
And
feel
honor, I
that
think, is
much of
very
a-
specific. Like, it has to be your honor on the line for some reason.
Fairly certain hate of Saxons is the only one.
Yeah.
I
Well
think-
then.
You just roll, man. It's okay. Just roll.
Well,
There you go.
success.
Success. Yeah.
You can engage, disengage, or withdraw.
Engage.
Age.
Very well.
Come on.
Nothing happens.
Mother
Okay,
some fools.
so there are a random number of combat rounds that I have already chosen.
Mhm.
For the first round, all of you will get to pick your attacks first, and then he will pick his.
Robert just attacks full on.
Attacks
You're
normally.
going to charge forward.
Yeah.
Move,
Yeah,
So
I'm
you
gonna
actually
move
have to
forward, attack
move
sword.
forward.
yeah,
Oh,
I'll
how
move
far
to
do we
him.
have to move? Yeah, I'll move too as well.
Everyone's going to move forward then.
Yep.
Right. His attack. Back. The commander.
Oh.
So he is making an unopposed attack on here.
Unopposed.
Because
But he
we moved.
misses. Okay, his round is to once again go into full defensive mode. He fights super defensively. What would you guys like to do?
Oh, all of
He
us
also
stacking one
divides
guy?
his attacks between all of you.
I kind of
What?
want to.
Sword.
Attacking.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and destroy him.
So when you're berserking, it's like they get a free attack against you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, except unless they are defending, then they don't.
Also correct.
So it
Yeah,
needs
so
to
right now would be
defend
perfect
itself.
time to berserk, yeah.
Berserk, berserk.
Okay.
Oh!
Okay. All right. If everyone's made their declarations,
Yeah,
you'd like
Robert's
to
attacking.
attack first. All of your attacks go off at the same time. So,
All right.
So,
I'm
who wants to go
attack.
first?
Sermon,
I'll roll
probably.
for it.
Sermon first. Okay.
Yeah, we
Lord,
will
It's
it's
also-
critical.
He did a 1 on everybody else and an 8 Sermon, so he has an 18. That's not a critical for you.
It
Yeah.
is.
How?
You have
Oh
plus
wait,
8,
no,
so
never
it's
mind,
16.
never mind. Sorry.
So
No.
Yeah,
you
he's
just have
16,
a
man.
success that he gets his armor on. So he has an armor of 1 and a shield of 6.
How the heck do you have a 28?
I have an 18 sword skill, and I'm berserking.
Berserking gives plus 10?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
I thought it was you
Yeah.
attack twice. Okay.
No, they attack you freely once.
Both.
and
They
then
get a free attack, yeah.
All right. So roll for damage.
Yep. Okay.
Ah, freak his head.
Kill him. 20 points.
We really outnumber these guys. I thought we were going to fight 2-1, not like 4-on-1.
he said there was only one for 4 of us. We caught him by surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Deal a horrific wound to him. You nearly knock him unconscious. Who's up next?
Well, if it's all
Okay.
at the same time.
Right, I just
Yeah.
mean who's rolling next. He is an 11. He fails horribly. You kill him.
All right.
So all of you begin bludgeoning and beating this man to death. You chop pieces of his armor off and such. Let's see.
Horror. Horror.
Get 50. But it's split 4 ways.
So 13?
Yes, you also get 10 glory for being part of the battle at Pevensey. Shortly after you defeat your foe, the rest of the Saxons withdraw and begin moving to the next location. However,
Oh.
all of the knights reboard their ships. The ships of King Al and the southern Saxons are easily destroyed, and the fleet lands the next day at Dover ahead of the Saxons. At this battle, you fight the Saxons.
Okay.
Saxon chart. Oops. 10 and a 6. So, copy.
They all look the same. Bloody Saxons.
Racist. The one on the far left is
Soon to be dead.
missile armed. He is a co-roll with a bow.
Okay.
The one in the middle is a Horthganat. He has axe and spear, decent armor but not chainmail, and a shield. He looks like he could be taken prisoner. And the one over here is a spearman Corel, who is wearing less than ideal armor but has a shield. Who would
Okay.
like to match up with which opponents?
I'll take the.
I'll go for the
Escanal.
Hirtganot. Yeah, I think Soman and I will go after the Hirtganot.
In that case, I'll go after the guy with the spear.
Leaving me with a missile guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you're the best shot killing him. I mean, he's gonna get screwed. Since you're the youngest and the most least experienced member of this party.
I'm sorry I ran away. Please forgive me for that.
Hey, you
Redeem
bravely ran
yourself
away.
this day. Redeem yourself this day.
Thurmond, I need you to make your battle roll.
All right.
Summon.
Critical!
Well, you have to roll a 3d6 first, fortunately.
But he can still take that roll, right?
Sure, unless his battle roll modifier gets modified by this. And it does quite heavily. There are no double twos. You take a -5 on your roll, so that's actually a failure. Your general area, you're completely outnumbered. So you fail, and you are engaged by the enemy. You are unable to retreat from this battle, and you are locked in for a random number of rounds. That's bad. This goes poorly for you. It's going to be a long beatdown. Okay.
Wait.
Would you take a penalty on attack rolls?
I think so.
Wait.
Unit commanders follow rounds into all. Yes, you all take a -5 to your weapon rolls for the round.
Wow.
Wait.
For how many rounds?
All of them.
Fuck.
Nice job, Sermon.
Hey.
You start need to give you the same critical comments as you gave.
Hey, Megan. Yeah.
Wait. No, we only take the -5 on a critical failure. I mean, a fumble.
Nope, you're looking at it wrong. You are taking the -5 because of your 3d6 battle roll.
Yes, but only on my, let's see, my unit battle roll, not
The
my.
resulting modifier is applied to your battle and follower fate rolls and all of the unit weapon rolls rounds.
Yes, and thus I get a 15 to a skill of 10. So.
Which is a failure.
Yes, but not a fumble. So we don't take -5 on weapon rolls.
No. What I'm trying to tell you is that your melee event is giving you a -5, not your battle
not
roll.
the battle roll. Yeah.
All right.
Your
Both would be bad.
Your roll of 6 is what's giving you the -5.
Yeah, it's not the skill that you fail, it's just that random 3d6 that screwed us.
So who declared?
So you have
first
no
last
skill
time?
in determining that.
It was them. So this time, you guys declare your actions first.
Oh wow, then we should have taken -10 for that battle attack.
I move forward.
You're moving forward.
I will move forward.
So your declaration is to move forward.
Yep.
Okay.
To the missile guy.
Okay.
After looking at what everybody else does, of course.
Yeah, Robert moves forward as well. Should I move it?
Nope, not yet. And Sermon?
Yep, same.
And I want to say Breck. That's wrong. Relius.
Sure, I'll move forward.
Okay, so what happens is for every round you guys move forward, this guy moves forward as well. And so you move toward him as he moves toward you guys, and he's blocking the path towards the missile.
Wow.
So he and Rook collide with each other.
Oh.
And so he ends up in basically in melee with 3 of you.
Wow, that guy was smart.
Or dead soon.
The missile guy gets an unopposed check versus Rook.
Oh.
So he pulls back his bow and fires.
Coward arrow.
But the arrow sails over you. Next round, they declare missile troop is going to attack Rook. This guy right here is going to defend, splitting half and half versus 2 of his opponents. He is not putting anything towards Rook. And this one over here is going to attack on Elias.
Does berserking provoke from missile troops?
No.
Oh!
Arthur, I think it's kind of silly
Berserk.
because if every time you go first, we're just gonna berserk and
Yeah.
you're never gonna be able to do anything.
We
I think
swap
if you
every other
berserk,
turn,
you get
though.
like a
If
free
they
attack.
defend, then
Yeah.
we berserk.
We swap.
Yeah, but I think
with the
berserk you get a
declaration.
free attack, so it isn't.
Yes.
You should get a free attack if the guy berserks, even if you've chosen to do something else. Otherwise, berserk just becomes overpowered.
Berserk is very powerful. If you see somebody who's going to defend, that's the perfect time to berserk, right? If they're not going to counterattack you, that's the greatest time to berserk.
The key is if there's no one else around who can
Yes.
also hit you.
So what are your guys'
Okay.
declarations, since you know what they're doing?
Berserk.
Drek is going to strike at the one next.
Okay.
Aurelius is going to strike at the one next.
Aurelius?
Destroy.
Yeah, I'll berserk.
Yeah, I'm gonna smack him around.
You're
So we have
Berserking.
plus 5 then. Instead
Gonna
of
berserk?
Yep.
Robert?
Yeah.
Okay, well then he's gonna take his free attack on you. Rook, what was your choice?
berserk.
You're berserking the guy that's standing next to you?
That's defending.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I think he gets a free defend it against you because of the way berserk works.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, now he's defending against 3 people, so he chooses to take the defense against you. Eh. Let's put it this way: if you attacked him and you weren't berserking, he wouldn't get an opposed roll against you.
I don't know how it works.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're giving him a free roll against you. If you attack,
But he's
him and
defending.
right?
Oh, because he's
He's not-
defending.
he's not
and he's not
devoting
defending.
Defending you. Yeah.
If you
Okay.
berserk against
So you
him,
can
he
just
does
attack.
get to, because of the way the
Yeah.
rules work. It doesn't make total sense, but
Okay.
just regularly attack. He has nothing to stop you with.
All right. Well, I'll not retract the statement unless you let me.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
It's just
And
kind of
this is your
confusing.
first time trying it.
Yeah.
So let's resolve the missile attack and
Sure.
the berserk attack versus Aurelius. Aurelius. No, wait, Robert. Robert, you're the one that's berserking?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm berserking too.
Okay.
Not
so
me.
Basically, he's just defending hard.
He needs to
alright,
crit
so
to
because
save.
he's defending, he doesn't get anything bonus for that. He makes Missile Trooper makes a shot at Rook, and his skill is a 10, so he criticals you.
Oh shit. 66.
Just a flesh wound.
He hits you for 17,
Armor is
10.
chainmail. How much?
10.
10. So 7.
Okay, what is your size?
18.
Okay, so this blow doesn't even phase you. You're just like, ah! And
Ugh.
it drives deep into your shoulder, and you like crack it in half and pull it out. You look like an
Ow.
enraged bear, and everyone around you is like, "Holy shit!"
The
Now that I've
bull.
finally taken damage, I can say that wasn't even half my major wound.
All right, let's resolve the rest of the actions. So let's go with the free attack from Rook.
From Rook?
Yes,
Okay.
go ahead and resolve.
So -5. Sorry. Ugh.
That's gonna miss. So you're being jostled by the ton of Saxons around you.
Yeah.
Things go poorly for you. Let's resolve Aurelius as well. You're going 1-on-1 with your Saxon.
All right.
Is Orel with a spear. This thing's normally his skill is a 12.
Oh my god.
You.
Ugh.
You succeeded, so you're going to get your whatchamacallit. You're going to get your shield against this.
Mm-hmm.
He hits you for 43 points of damage.
Holy
as he
shit.
jabs right between your visor.
Look
That
at
is an
those
insane
rolls.
roll. Look at that.
I must say,
It's
Winning
Yeah,
my
both
battle
sides.
skill would not have made a difference here.
That's 8 above average.
yeah.
Aurelius, how are you doing?
Are you
Minus-
dead?
That just killed me.
How much
What?
is your shield worth?
You have you have the
6.
reinforced chainmail, don't you?
16 minus 16.
Minus 16.
27 damage.
27 points of damage.
My hit points are 27.
Oh, so you're just not unconscious.
You're knocked
Wait,
unconscious.
we
You're not
can
dead
actually
yet.
save you then.
So
Bro.
he does like a Sparta sail through the air and gets it jammed right in your visor. And you take this horrifying blow, like it snaps off in your head. There's like 3 inches of steel between your eyes, and you're just like bleeding. You're like, oh, Lord Jesus Christ. Can you make like a otherworldly pious type roll for me, whatever that's called?
Sure.
So you die. You don't die at 0. You die at.
Yeah.
He could, if someone gets to him with first aid,
Yeah.
So
within an hour, he might
Actually,
not die.
the rules are
spiritual, would that be the right one?
Yeah, spiritual would be fine.
actually for some reason it says until midnight we have time.
Okay, you have time. Okay.
Yeah, it's
so
different in two different places. It's 1 hour and
you
midnight somewhere
have a
else.
vision of a couple angels coming down, like Michael, the archangel, and Gabriel come down, and both of them stand beside you, and you're like on the ground, bleeding to death. And Michael puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "Be at peace, Aurelius. Know that God has heard your prayers and that you will not die this day."
Not a great first battle.
Second.
Now we resolve the berserker.
And
Well,
whose
first
fault
battle's
is that?
weaker.
Whose fault is that?
That guy critted. I couldn't do anything about that.
Yeah,
Well,
that was.
if you gave him a
ridiculous bad luck
penalty,
on
the
my
12
part
wouldn't
there.
crit. But
Crit
Well,
and
I can't give the
ridiculous
enemies a
10d6
penalty. I
roll.
can only give us bonuses.
Yeah. And the crit is a crit. It's a random 5% chance, man. Like, you just got unlucky. Okay.
But
and he
seriously,
got
2
shit lucky
crits in
with
one
that.
round.
Do we have rook attack yet?
yeah, I missed
Yeah,
by
you
one.
failed.
Almost.
It's-
Ugh.
It's Robert and Servant now.
Yep, it's time for. I just need to write down that Aurelius almost dies at the Battle of Dover.
We don't want to kill the Shogunate. We want to capture him for gold. So,
Oh, you sure?
why not?
Maybe
We
you'll
should
see
have
if
thought
he
about
wants
that
to
before
surrender.
berserking Anosh.
Yeah, before berserking. Okay,
Oh, we
so
see.
Priority's life.
he has a skill of 14.
He survives.
He's dividing it into 7 and 7 and taking his plus 10.
So you're
each of
17?
those, so he has a 17 on each attack with an axe. And so this is for Sermon and Robert. He succeeds on both.
Ah, come on.
Okay. I'm gonna roll now.
He defeats Sermon. Does not defeat Robert. In the process, he gets his armor.
I got a
and
15.
shield versus Robert.
Yeah, okay. And we roll the damage.
12.
Oh,
and
he's an
4
arm of
points
12?
damage.
So I did nothing to him.
No, you did 16 points.
With the shield.
With armor and shield. Oh, with armor and shield, he has 12?
With armor and shield, he has 12.
He doesn't have chain.
Okay.
He doesn't have chains.
Yeah.
That's-
Alright. So I did 4 damage to
And is
him.
he knocked down?
I had to check.
What's his size? Yeah. But these guys are pretty big, actually.
And I should just store the Saxon. I keep using the same damn token.
You only have to make a dex check if you're like size 8. Oh no,
No,
you take
you
the
no,
total
size 8
damage.
just fall
He has to
automatically.
make it.
Right, total damage.
His size is 16, and so he does not have to make a check.
No, 16, he makes a check. If it's your size or greater.
I'll accept that. I'm not totally sure, but it's an edge case.
I know it sucks.
It's
Because
like
I know
if
if
a
I get...
mage
He
will,
falls
if it
over.
equals your constitution, it's made
Yes,
of
he's fallen down.
You hit him hard enough that he falls. Okay, I think it's your guys'
Surrender.
turn to make the declaration sound.
Okay.
So let's see here.
We declare-
Sermon-
Aurelius!
Sermon is going to go help Aurelius.
Sermon succeeds. Robert succeeds. Okay, Sermon, you're disengaging to go help Aurelius.
Yep.
Okay, Robert.
Hang on. I had to sneeze over there. I will. Well, if you're, this guy's fallen down. So Rook, I ask him. Rook, can you take him?
I cannot fall to him.
Oppose strength.
All right.
It-
I'll fight. I'll stay and fight.
Okay, Rook.
Oh, remember to hold your blows back.
I'll fight. I will attack.
Right.
I'll
Oh.
stay and fight. So I'm going to attack. Yeah.
And are you holding your blows back?
No.
So what
Life
happens
is before surrender.
I'll actually ask him if he'll surrender. Like if he's gonna.
he
Why
will
would
not.
you
Or
surrender
is that a
at
full
this
round?
point?
Okay.
What happens is Thurman moves, and the other guy moves into him, and they block each other from moving.
Okay.
He stands up, but that takes the full round.
And we'll attack.
The bowman is shooting Rook again, so we're gonna start with the bowman.
The men of bows.
Yep. He will hit.
Ugh.
It's a
I don't
really.
think he can actually do damage to you.
Don't.
He has to critical to do any damage. So he hits you, and you just block him with your shield. Just like, bam.
Ugh.
Hey, he just gets stuck in the armor. He doesn't. Even
I imagine I like it to actually get through my armor and kind of like just hit me, but then I just ignore it. Like, ugh.
Sure. Like it hits you right next to the other one, and you're just like,
It get caught. It
It's-
got caught
it-
in your blubber.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
saying. I'm just so big that it doesn't get anything vital.
okay, this guy is berserking on.
And I'm
Well,
attacking.
after their attacks.
So you will get a free attack on him.
Wait,
Okay.
can't he
Oh,
only?
I'm sorry. Yes, that's right. He's standing up. I
Yeah.
wanted the other one
Sorry.
to berserk, but no one was standing next to him.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right,
Alright,
so
so-
both of you get a free attack on this guy.
And +5 on the attack.
do we? Because he was
He's
Yeah, because he
on
was.
the
Yeah.
ground. Yep.
okay. So basically, not
It
-5.
cancels your
Yeah, this cancels it. Yeah.
sermon penalty. Call it that.
Look! I hit somebody. As my sword hits into.
Oh, Rook, we both 7, man. Sweet.
Aren't you guys trying to take this guy captive?
I mean, life is priority is life.
Yeah. He refused
Yeah,
to
like
surrender.
you're
Now
the-
we'll see if he surrenders. If he's alive.
He's dead. He's really, really dead.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
mine's
already
one
dead.
less actually. I think no. No, wait,
Yeah,
that's fine.
So Sir Rook and
That's fine.
Sir Robert set into this guy, and
Yeah.
I did more damage with 5d6 than him with 66.
My rolls have been terrible. But it's okay, as long as we kill him. Like, I'll save the good rolls for when I really need it.
okay, the next round, the declaration is that the guy in the back is going to shoot once again at Rook. This guy is going to berserk on Sermond. What is your declarations?
Help, servant! I will move to the missile guy.
I'll just
Okay.
take the free attack instead of berserking myself.
Okay.
Oh boy. I will move towards that guy, the spear guy.
Okay. All right. So we resolve the movement round. Move and move. Guy tries to shoot you point blank. Speeds. He once again deals no damage, and he's like, "What are you? Some sort of monster?"
My name's Rook. As I'm buffling toward him.
Let's resolve the free attack from Sermon versus the Saxons. A 3 will hit.
Wow.
So Sermon says,
3 6s and 2 5s. Holy shit.
"This takes this guy out.
Get out of here.
If it doesn't, you're in trouble, Mike."
It's a major
Okay.
wound at least, man, I think, for this guy, though.
He has a 6, has a 4 armor.
And wait, are you counting a shield?
He doesn't get the shield,
Okay,
man.
good.
He has a 4 armor and 30 hit. So takes 29 minus 4 for 25. You knock him unconscious.
He's not worthy of capture, is he?
Is not worthy of capture.
Great, because this is the only time we've knocked anybody unconscious.
He's just like revving up. He's about to hit Sermon with this amazing attack. He looks like he's even preparing to take a passion. And then Sermon just punches him in the
Holy
face.
shit, you just lived, man.
And he's like, "Grrrr!" And you see, like, because he's berserking, his blood pressure's up, and when you break his nose, it's just like, like Spartacus style, like explosive blood cloud coming out.
All right, I guess I'll finish him off then.
Oh,
That's your attack. I think that was... Oh, you get another attack? Nice.
Yeah,
That was a free
that was just
attack.
a free attack. So you're just like slicing him to death. Okay. Round declaration. This guy is gonna shoot
In melee.
With a bow.
Yes.
I'm gonna go berserk.
He will get a free attack off it.
Oh, okay. Is that it works like that? I thought
Yeah.
with range attacks you just didn't.
I've looked it up. He does.
Okay.
I mean,
I will
he
attack
can't
normally.
damage you anyways.
Yeah, he can't